and growing in the faith, you should remain doing so.
You know, we just spoke about an analogy of boxing, so but it speaks about analogy of boxing. You know, you get hit with Satan's right hook, you fall down. Guess what you're supposed to do? You get back up. This is Proverbs 24 and verse 16.
Yep.
For a just man falleth 7 times and rise up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief, man. You know, so if you fall, you know, you get yourself back up through the spirit and power. How about somebody shot you, shake off it, and you keep pushing, man. You keep it moving. You get stronger, you know.
It's an just man, right?
Yeah, just man.
Those are the ones that's going to be justified by the Lord.
That's right.
The only way you're going to be justified is if you do what? Keep fighting.
That's right. Keep fighting.
Yep.
2 Timothy
That's right.
chapter 4, verse 5. But watch thus in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist.
Yep, do the work of an evangelist. You see? Go ahead,
Make full proof of thy ministry.
Hey, make full proof of thy ministry. But the point was do the work of an evangelist, man. And that's what we out here doing. We're making full proof of thy ministry. All right? You see the real defenders of the gospel, man. Throughout the world, the Lord is manifesting his chosen. You know? We have a certain idea about this man, because why it says mark a perfect man, or watch a perfect man. At the end of that man is matter of fact, let me grab it real quick. I don't want to butcher it. Yep, this is Psalm 37, verse 37. It says, mark the perfect man, and behold, the upright, for the end of that man is peace. You see? So we watching certain brothers. That's why the Spirit have us certain brothers' channels out.
Yep.
You know? And we see brothers being diligent, or brothers being lukewarm. So, and we seeing brothers who diligent, you're supposed to cleave onto that man. You know? Mark that man. You see? Mark that perfect man. It says, and behold the upright, for the end of that man is peace. You see? He's going to be at peace. In the second chapter, it says what? When these people are catching hell, sorrows, you're going to have more merry in abundance. You know? So we want to be peace with the Most High. Why you people catching the hell? You know? So you see a brother that's on fire, you're supposed to be diligent. I mean, you're supposed to mark that brother, watching that brother, man. Why would you want to join hands to an unbeliever? Because why? Because soon that unbelieving spirit gonna rub off on you. You know? That's right. So you want to be around brothers around brothers that's on fire. It says, the scripture paraphrasing, it says basically when you receive this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, you're supposed to strengthen your brother, strengthen your brethren. All right? So that's what you see the Lord is manifesting, brothers that's all about this action, man. All about standing firm for the Lord. You know?
That's right. That's right.
You got something? Go ahead, Oscar.
2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 8. Be not thus therefore ashamed of the testimony of our Lord, nor of me.
Hey, blessed them that are not ashamed of me, man. And that's what a lot of you guys are gonna be counted shameful, man. You're gonna be had to come back. See, you getting so close to the finish line and you passing out. Hey, then it say, hey, we got a prize at the end, and we have to run all, man. You know, we have to run all. You know, you can't run looking back. No, man, we have to keep forward, man. Because once you look back, your ass gonna go into the world, and guess what? A thermonuclear missile is gonna hit your ass, man. And you're gonna be beaten with many stripes, like the scripture says. You know?
Just like Lot wife.
Just like Lot wife. That's right. That's right.
And in the Apocrypha, it says that Lot's wife, when you read Wisdom of Solomon, the 10th chapter, it says Lot's wife remains a memorial, right unto this day. You know, you can Google it and see. You know, there's like the area where Lot's wife died. It shows that this area, and it shows like a statuette almost. You know, when she was,
look at that, man.
Yeah, it says she's a memorial. You see what I'm saying? Of what? Of not believing.
Unbelief. That's right. You got some more on that?
Yeah.
Go ahead. I got to go back to 1 Peter 4:1.
But be thus partakers of the affliction of the gospel according to the power of Yahweh.
And the brother spoke about being afflicted. You know, so we have to be a part of the affliction, man. You know, because like it says, you know, the Lord's not gonna put too much on us that we can bear, man. You know, He's just gonna put enough on us just to show you, okay, you gonna trust in me, like Job, man. You know, he had Satan. They had to bet. The Lord, hey, basically, he having a bet with Satan. Okay, do this to him. You know, see if he gonna curse me and die. You know, he gonna curse me. You know, and us, we're going to keep our integrity, just as Job did, man. We're supposed to keep your integrity. You know?
That's right.
But back in 1 Peter 4 and verse 1, for much then as Yahweh Shah has suffered for us in the flesh.
So imagine this. Imagine how Yahweh Shah suffered for us in the flesh. Imagine that. Keep that in the forefront of your mind, as the scriptures are saying, endure all hardness as a soldier. Go ahead.
It says, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind.
Yep.
For he that have suffered in the flesh have ceased from sin.
We got to have the same mind as Yahweh Shah.
That's right.
Right? We got to have the same mind, the same austere mind. Right? Made up. We can't be wishy-washy. We got to be all the way in, chips all the way to the middle of the table. Right? Because if we don't endure that spirit and have that kind of faith, and you're going to wither away.
That's right.
Right? You're not going to continue to bring forth fruit, and you're not going to continue to remain. Your fruit ain't going to remain.
You know? But it says, like the brother's going into, you know, you have to arm yourself up likewise, man, as Yahweh Shah suffered. You know?
This is the book of 1 Peter 1 and verse 13, and it reads, wherefore, gird up the loins of your mind.
That's right. Gird up the loins of your mind. You know? Go ahead.
Be sober.
Be sober.
And hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah.
That's right, man. So you have to gird up the loins of your mind, man. Put on that soldier mentality. And how do we do that? We got to go into Ephesians 6 chapter.
Yep.
Put on the armor.
Yeah, that's been in my spirit to go in there. Matter of fact, I got a time we're going to go through the spirit of Salaki. I ain't meant to get out. Yeah. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. Matter of fact, go back there. We're going to get there. No. You're right. No, that's been in my head, too, in the spirit. It's something I want to go into in the parable of the builder, and the spirit hit me. And it's going to tie right into that.
So you keep reading on 1 Peter 4?
No, that was it. The water.
Second two.
Yep. We can continue back there.
Okay. Verse 3. Thus therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shah Hamashiach. Verse 4. No man that warreth entangles himself with the affairs of this life.
You read that one more time, Baba Shah.
No man that warreth entangles himself with the affairs of this life.
And we at war.
Right.
No man at war is going to entangle himself with the affairs of his life. Meaning what? You can't come up with no excuses why you're not doing the work of the Lord. Why you're not soldiering up. Why you're not feeding the sheep. Why you're not continuing in the faith. Keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. You can't come up with an explanation. You can't come up with an excuse because you already know. You should count the cost. We're going to go into counting the cost here in a second in Luke the 14th chapter. So no man going to war. Aren't we at spiritual war? The Lord said. We at spiritual war, but you're going to touch on that in Ephesians 6. We at spiritual war. So no man that comes to be a soldier of the Lord, which is fighting the spiritual war, entangling himself with the affairs of this life. Meaning, the scripture says we're in the world, but we're not of the world. Right? To use the world, but don't abuse it. So yeah, we're literally in the world. Right? We got to function and maneuver in the world, but we don't be given over to the world. We don't let nothing stop us from doing what the Lord told us to do. Right? That's when we cease in the faith. So no man that's in this war that's truly a real soldier for Yahweh Shah is going to be overtaken by this and come up with excuses. What are you going to do? You're going to continue to soldier up and be a man about it. Right? That's
basically you being double-minded. If you're serving the world and trying to serve the Lord. And a double-minded man is unstable
in all his ways.
But this 1 Corinthians 10 and verse 21. Ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils. You cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and of the table of devils.
And once again, that's showing you the separation between the real and the fake. The house of David and the house of Saul. Those is really standing 10 toes down for Yahweh Shem Shah. That's the table. That's those that sit at the table of the Lord. When you read in Proverbs the 9th chapter, it goes into, you go into table in Proverbs the 9th chapter, remember what verse, I think it's the 3rd or 4th verse, it goes into the king's table. You know? And the king's table is getting into what? Those that are the true believers. Those are the ones that sitting at Yahweh Shem Shah's table. Those that truly don't believe, they ain't enduring, they ain't suffering all hardness, they sitting at the table of devils. Right? Those that come in and they start fading away, right? It's like a light when it's about to go out, it keeps flickering. You get the niggas in that flickering spirit. Like, damn, that light about to go out. You can see their light going out. The truth leaving these niggas. Quick, fast. You see? So that shows you.
As it says that the scripture says that the just light is going to shine to that perfect day.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
One more quick. This is Revelation 3 and verse 21. To him that overcome will I grant to sit with me in my throne, even as I overcame and sat down with my Father in his throne.
Yep.
Nope. Good point. Nope. Go ahead.
That's beautiful.
That he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier.
Yep. So the Lord chose you to be a soldier. So now, those that wither and turn back, well, you can see that many are called, but few are chosen.
Right.
So the chosen are actually going to remain. You know, the chosen are going to remain. Their fruit are going to remain. They're going to remain firm, no matter how hard it gets, no matter what the circumstances are, or whatever. Now, let's continue on, going into that. Because you got a lot of men that starting the work or have been doing the work at different times, but they haven't been continuously doing the work. They're not apt to teach. They're not out here pushing Yahweh Shem Yahushua. For whatever the reason is. We're reading, there's no excuse you can give.
Right.
Let's go into that. Luke 14, we'll start at verse 14, we'll start at verse 23. And this is a parable, right? It's a parable of the builder of the house. And the parables in the scriptures are real heavy because they show you, through that parabolic speech, the way that Yahushua really thought when he was with the disciples. They give you a snapshot into the mind of Yahushua, that austere mind that he had, right? You got it, bro. We can start Luke 14. We can start at verse 22.
Luke chapter 14, verse 22. And this is Yahushua.
Yep.
And the servant said, Lord, it is done as thus had commanded, and yet there is room. Verse 23. And the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and hedges and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled.
So the Lord said, go out to the highways and byways, like I told you to do. Go out to the chief place of concourse. Go out and compel the believers to come in. Right? The scriptures say, through the fear of the Lord, we persuade men.
That's right. So
go out and tell them what's coming so that the elect can come in. Now, the Most High, through Yahushua, don't need us to do that. The Lord can snap his fingers and it can be done right now.
Right.
But this is the way he wrote it from the beginning, that it will be this way in the end.
Right.
So, who's actually falling into that lot is the question. Keep going.
Right. Verse 24. For I said unto you that none of those men which were abided shall taste of my supper.
Yep, none of those men which were bitten, it said, shall taste of my supper. Go ahead.
Verse 25. And there went great multitude with him, and he turned and said unto them.
Yeah, and here goes, now we get into the parable. This is what Yahushua, this is all the words that Yahushua speaking. This is what he said concerning the builder, of the tower. Go ahead.
If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brother and sister.
Well, hold up. I thought we supposed to be in the family matter spirit. Because Jacob's in the family matter spirit. The Lord said you're supposed to hate them.
That's right.
Right? Which it don't mean, with understanding, even when you read in the 10th chapter of, when you read in the 10th chapter of, what is it? Is it Mark? No. It's Matthew, the 10th chapter. Even when you read in Matthew, the 10th chapter, when the Lord speaks about hating your mother and your father, so on and so forth, that don't mean to deny that. The Lord also told us what? That we're supposed to honor our mother and father, that our days will be long upon the earth. What that means is that nothing's supposed to come before the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right? There's a hierarchy, there's an order to doing things. The scriptures tell you that we're supposed to honor the Father of spirits and live.
That's right.
Much more than our mothers and fathers we had on this earth, which is our earthly mothers and fathers. So that means to put him first, right? So that family matter spirit ain't gonna cut it. The Lord gonna kill you. Keep going. You got something?
Yeah, I was gonna say also, because your family in this world, man, they go off. Yep. They bug out. So don't fall into the philosophies of your family, because even though your mom and your father is over you, but the shit that they spew out their mouth, man, we know what's right.
Yep.
So you can't be caught up in your mom and your dad, man, or your family, your kids, your brothers and sisters.
Yep.
We know which way is right.
And Yahushua said, who was my mother, my sister,
I got
my
this.
brother? Yeah.
This is Matthew. This is Matthew 12 and verse 47. And one said unto him, behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee. But he answered and said, unto him that told him, who is my mother, and who are my brothers? And he stretched forth his hand towards his disciple and said, Behold my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother.
That's right. So the believers.
Yep.
You know, that's your first family. Now, when it comes to other people in your family, hey, the vast majority of them, probably the majority of them ain't gonna make it.
That's right.
A lot of them ain't gonna make it. That's
right.
biblical.
That's right.
Some of them could, but once again, your first family is the believers. So until they show themselves to be believers, you be circumspect about their actions.
Right.
You put them in the right place.
Right.
Yeah, and his life also, he cannot be my disciple.
Yep. Yep, you read.
Verse 27. And whosoever doeth not bear his cross.
Yeah, that's the hell that you go through. Your cross is the hell. Yahweh had to carry his cross. Right? So whosoever don't bear his cross, right? Don't bear his cross, which is all the things the Lord allowed for you to be to come in contact with in his life, all the hardship. If you don't bear that, go ahead.
And come after me cannot be my disciple.
You can't be a disciple because first of all, you don't have discipline.
Right.
You got to bear your cross. That's showing that you have discipline.
That's right.
That's showing that you a soldier. That's showing you a real one. Keep going.
Verse 28. For which of you intending to build a tower?
Now we get into the parable of the tower. So now this tower in the spirit, can be likened unto the fact that this is the spiritual third temple, right? This building, this tower. It says, whoso of you intending to build a tower, right, which is putting in the work, go ahead.
Sitting not down first and counting the cost.
You got to count the cost. You got to count the cost of what it's going to take to actually be a soldier of the Lord and actually serve him. Yep. Which means you can't do it the way you want to do it. You got to go by what he said to do. The blueprint that he gave you to follow. You can't you can't make up your own blueprint and think that your way going to work because you're going to fail miserably every time. You got something, bro? Okay.
I do. It's Jeremiah 22 and verse 13.
Yep.
Woe unto him that buildeth his house by unrighteousness, and in his chambers by wrong, that useth his neighbor's service without wages, and give him not for his work.
Yep. Beautiful. Now give me Psalm 127 and 1. That's going to line up what you just brought. Psalm 127 and 1. It's a precept the brother just brought, right?
This is Psalms 127 and verse 1. Yep. It says, except the Lord build the house, they labor in vain that build it. So
anything you're doing is in vain if it ain't in the spirit of Yahweh Shah. Yep. That's why the Young Lords, that's why the Black Panthers, that's why the American Indian movement, which was all Israelites going back to the 60s and stuff, fighting for injustice, is why it didn't work. Because the Lord said, except he build the house, except it's by his spirit, it's in vain. I can't wait to the kingdom. I hate that type of shit. Read it one more time,
This is Psalms 127, verse 1. Except the Lord build the house, they labor in vain that build it.
So except it be by the spirit of Yahweh Shah, those worship the spirit of truth, it's all in vain. It's pointless. It's worthless. Go ahead.
It says, except the Lord keep the city, the watchmen walk but in vain.
Yep, they walk but in vain. And the city, it can be likened unto Israel, right? Which is the elect of that city, which is the righteous city, which is the people, the Bakaria, right? So those are the only ones the Lord is going to keep amongst his people, that city, Jerusalem, the city of peace.
Whether he have significant to finish it. Verse 29. Least happy after he have laid the foundation. And is not able to finish it.
So how is it that you start the foundation, you start doing the work at different times, and you build it, right? And you get the floor, but it ain't got but the foundation you build ain't got no fucking walls. Right? Or don't got a roof. Right? You start building the foundation, the basics, and you didn't go through you didn't count the cost of what it was going to take to actually complete the building. To complete the work is what this is getting into. Read it one more time, Baba Shah.
Get to the finish line.
Complete. You catch a cramp right before the finish line. You see what I'm saying? What good is that?
That's it.
Niggas is dehydrated. These niggas are spiritually dehydrated out here.
Passing out at the finish line. Right before you cross the finish line, niggas is fast.
Passed out.
Oh, man.
See? Through.
It's crazy.
Less happy after he have laid the foundation and is not able to finish it. All that behold it began to mark him.
So those are going to be the ones, the 2/3, which is also known as the rebellious house, which is also known as the children of disobedience.
That's right.
Right? Of our people that ain't gonna make it.
That's right.
And it's niggas in the circumcision that believe and know the truth, but they ain't doing the work. Right. They ain't doing it the way the Lord said it. Once again, their power is rusty. You know, they're not fervent in spirit. Right? And so what you think gonna happen to them?
This is gonna happen. This is Luke 12 and verse 47. And that servant which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes.
Woo.
See?
So you knew the right way. You knew what the Lord told you to do. You start building, but for whatever reason, you got choked out and went back into the world. Right. You didn't finish the work. You came up with whatever excuses, and then you just became a straight demon. What you think the Lord gonna do? He gonna plague your ass.
That's right.
Right? He gonna plague you. Right. And he gonna beat you with more stripes. Because if you of the elect, then there's nothing you can do. Job, it was nothing he could do to get out of what the Lord told him to do. Right. So if you one of them jakes that's playing with the Most High, let's say you are of the elect, the Lord gonna bring all kind of hell on you.
That's right. You hiding the Lord's money.
Yep.
You hiding the talent, man, that the Lord have given. Here it is. The Lord had chosen you to wake you up out of this deep sleep, and you playing games, man. You playing with the Lord's talent. You know. Here it is. You was on the highways and byways. Once you woke up to the truth, you was telling everybody everybody in the world that they're Israelites, all right? Then you come a time that you fall out, man. You go back into the world. Man, you're going to get beat with many stripes, man.
Yep. Not only that, the same ones that went through about the truth, they're going to want you. They're going to mock you.
Yep.
They're going to call all types of names.
Yep.
Look at him now.
He was telling us this, and this was going to come, but you doing the same shit that you got on us about. Damn hypocrite.
Yeah, and they looking for that to happen.
Yep, exactly.
That's a heavy point.
Exactly.
That's a heavy point,
exactly.
Brother Yaakov just brought up. And that's that mocking there.
Yeah.
Then you begin to be mocked. Why?
Right.
Because you was an unbeliever. You was a fucking infidel.
That's right.
Right? But you was running your damn mouth talking about how the Lord gonna kill you niggas.
Yep.
The Lord gonna kill you too, nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
Back out one more for you. Luke 9 and 62. And Yahweh said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of the Most High.
That's that cringer right there, man. Hey, like Apostle El Tar said, he used to bring that out in the school, and you see Jake's cringing up. Because they put their hands on the plow and they was lukewarm. You know, they looking back in this world. You know, and that's a lot of these people, man. A lot of these brothers, so-called brothers that's in the truth. You know?
Yep. You say so-called brothers in the truth. Because you really in this thing, you're going to be pushing.
That's right.
Yahweh Shimi Shah.
I got something. You finished?
No, you go.
This is Isaiah 29 and verse 13, as the brother said. You know, here it is. You was telling Jake something, and now you fell out, and now Jake getting on you, right?
Yep.
This is Isaiah 29 verse 13. Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as these people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me. You see? And the fear towards me is taught by the precept of men. Here it is. Yep. You said you drawing near towards the Lord with your mouth. You telling Jake, you know, that Israelites, here it is, you know, that death and destruction is coming. But now it says that now you have moved your heart. It says, for as much as they draw near me with their mouth, as you know the Lord. Yep. You know, the Lord have woke me up, gave me visions. You know, such and this and that.
Right.
But it says, for they draw near me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me. You see, now your ass back in the world, ready to eat a missile.
Yep.
You know, and it says, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear towards me is taught by the precept of men. You know,
which is the ways of the world. Because a lot of these jakes was, you know, will be out here saying, you need to be on fire, you need to be doing this, doing that, but you ain't doing the same thing. You ain't enduring. You got to endure. So everything you say, really, you're a hypocrite. Right? You double-minded. We spoke about that. You double-minded. Either you in or you out.
That's like the Yahweh Shah was getting on the Pharisees, man. It was calling them hypocrites. You know? A bunch of damn hypocrites. And that shows you that, hey, nothing new under the sun. Hey, you coming back in your lot. You know? And the Lord got the servants of the Lord coming back in their lot. And he got you 2/3 coming back in your lot. You know? The house of David being established, the house of Saul, man. Rightfully so. Someone has to play that part. So you can't get mad at us for rebuking you through the Spirit. You know? You got to get mad at the Lord because He created us, man, to do His will, to do what He want us to do in this movie, man. You know, man goings are the Lord.
That's right.
All right.
Got Ephesians 6.
All right, come.
Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10.
Yep.
Finally, my brother, be strong in the Lord.
That's right. Be strong in the Lord, man. Be a soldier for the Lord, man. You know? Hey, who gonna stand up against the evildoers? Hey, we will, Lord. We will. Put us in the game. All right, go ahead.
And in the power of his might.
Yep, in the power of his might, man. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 11. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh.
That soldier gear.
Yep.
Are you going out to battle? How you Jake going out to battle and you ain't got no kind of equipment on, man.
No armor, nothing.
No armor. You just out there assed out, naked. You know?
No sword.
No sword, nothing.
Sword right here.
Yeah, exactly. You know, they out there with a goddamn like you said, with that movie Harlem Nights, they out there with a little 22.
Yeah.
And Jake running right. I mean, Esau got a big ass goddamn bazooka, man.
Right.
You got that little shit. You ain't even prepared for this war.
Right.
You know? Go ahead,
that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
Hey, the methods of the devil. That word wiles goes into methods, man. The trickery of you Edomites, man. See, that's how a lot of our people gonna take the MOTB because they don't know the methods. They don't know the trickery and the fuckery of the devil, man. The conning of the devil, you know. And Esau is gonna have it where he deceived them. They're gonna deceive a majority of our people to taking the Quran. Because they don't know they haven't put on the whole armor of the Lord. See, we putting on that spiritual gear. All right, girding up the loins of our mind. All right, go ahead, brother.
Verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
We wrestle not against flesh and blood, man. See, this demons around us, man, trying to attack us. All right, each and every day, man. This is a constant battle.
Yep.
Go ahead,
But against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world.
Yep. Against rulers, against darkness of this world.
Yep.
I got. Can you keep reading, brother? I want you to drop down to verse 16. Where you at?
Still on 12.
All right, come. Keep reading, brother. Papa Shop.
Against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Yep. And spiritual wickedness in high places. See, this realm that we in, hey man, it's nothing but demons around.
Yep.
Nothing but demons, man. But the Lord, if you're a part of the hope for elect, so according to Psalm 37 chapter, the 34th chapter, the 7th verse, I believe, 34, it says that the righteous angels are camped about the righteous, man. You know? So you're going to have wicked demons, you're going to have righteous demons.
Yeah, I'm going to prove that. I'm going to show that. This is Matthew, the 4th chapter, right? When Yahweh Shai went and he was fasting for 40 days.
Yep.
This is Matthew 4 showing you that this realm is ruled by the wicked.
Yep.
It's nothing but it's ruled in
Satan.
demonic worship. It's ruled by Satan.
Yep.
Right? And Satan on earth is Esau. Right? Matthew 4, here's a proof. And 1. Then was Yahweh Shai led up of the spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of Satan, or the devil.
Yep.
And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward a hunger.
Yep.
And when the tempter came to him, he said, if thou be the Son of the Most High, command that these stones be made bread. But he answered and he said, it is written, words of Yahweh Shai, that man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Most High. Verse 5. Then the devil, or Satan, taketh him up into the holy city, and setteth him on a pinnacle of the temple, and saith unto him, if thou be the Son of Man, cast down thyself, for it is written, he shall give his angels charge over thee, charge concerning thee, and in their hands they shall bear thee up, lest at any time thou shalt dash thy foot against a stone. Here goes the point coming up. And Yahweh Shai said unto him, it is written, thou shalt not tempt the Lord, thou shalt not tempt the Lord by power. Again, the devil taketh him up into an exceedingly high mountain, and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world, and the glory of them, and saith unto him, all these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me, showing you Satan rules his world.
And then we also read that arm yourselves up likewise.
Yep.
You know, to be tempted, to be suffered as Yahweh Shai suffered.
Yep.
So that means what? We're gonna be tempted with the devil.
That's right.
You know, we're gonna be tempted. But the Lord outlined in the scriptures how we overcome the devil as he overcame.
Yep.
You see? Put on that armor, man.
Yep.
You know, and that's what the Lord wants us to do. Put on the armor of him.
Yep.
You know, with faith, you
Yep.
know. And so we can overcome Satan, man.
That's right.
At the end, man. You know, so the Lord giving us the blueprint to overcome this world, man. Overcome to how to beat the spiritual demon Satan.
Yep.
You know?
And for those that adhere to the words of Yahweh Shem Shai, those that actually hearken, the scriptures say, for those that teach it, you're going to save yourself and them that hearken unto you.
Yep.
So for those that actually hearken, the Lord's going to guide them.
Yep.
He's going to lead them through by way of the Holy Spirit.
No.
He ain't going to lead you out here if you see you sincerely trying to serve him. Right? And the Lord's always been with his own. You got it, bro.
Verse 13. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all, to stand.
Hey, Salaki, brother, let me bring this out. The brother made a beautiful point. This is 1 Corinthians 1 and verse 21. For after that, in wisdom of the Most High, the world by wisdom knew not the Most High. It is pleased the Most High by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe.
Yep. The foolish is a preacher. Because the Lord knows that the way that this world sees us, that we look foolish.
Yep.
That we look silly out here doing what we're doing. But it pleases the Most High. It's pleasing to him.
Yep.
So we're doing it because we know it pleases Yahweh Shem Shai. We don't give a damn how people feel. We know that it's pleasing unto the Lord.
Yep.
It's pleasing unto the Other One.
It says, please the Most High by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe.
Yep.
The hope for elect, man. Because that's what it's about. You know, brothers being sealed. And if you're a part of the elect, you're going to grasp hold to this word no matter what, man. All right? And you're gonna hold fast until the Lord comes.
Can you give me one more? Hebrews 4:2. Just to land back off that. Because it's on, hey, those that hearken, hey, you'll be a reward for it.
This is Hebrews 4 and verse 2. For unto us was the gospel preached, as well as unto them.
So when we first heard the word, hey, we was hearing the word like a lot of other people was hearing the word. Go ahead.
But the word preached did not profit them.
It didn't profit 2/3 of our people, which they could be family members, friends, people we know, whatever. It was no profit unto them, and here's why.
Not being mixed with faith.
Ephesians 2 and 8, which is the gift of faith. They didn't have to get the faith. The Lord, the Most High has to gift you with faith.
Right.
Faith ain't even by your own doing.
Right.
Right? So, hey, we got to say the water Yahweh Shem Shai. Them Yah, all